Order. Long live Porter, boy, you Michael Jordan. Our relationship was deeper than the mic recording. I brought you books, you brought me weed, and that's a fair trade. When you left us, I swear to God, I cried for 12 days.
Rocky Doug, man, second time's the charm, right? They say. Toast to that. Toast
Let's
to
get
that.
it.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Auntie's Couch, man. Episode 1.
That set the tone. Shit.
Yeah. Rocky back on the Henny. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, tequila is, you can't tell when you getting drunk.
Tequila, you talking about?
Yeah. It's like, you start drinking it and then sooner or later it's like, oh shit, I'm fucking passed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Hennessy, dark liquor, to me, it got like a time frame to it. Like, I know if I take 3 more shots of this, like I'm butter. You feel me? Yeah. So that's why I went back. So I need that.
I feel like you jumped right in. Like, you talking about Hennessy, you talking about your first drink. You talking about, I remember the record Back on the Hennessy.
Yeah.
What really inspired that record?
Just because when I be getting in my modes, when I drink dark liquor, I feel like that's like when I be being myself. You feel me? Because we like came up off of that, like, you know what I'm saying? So when I made the song Back on the Henny, I was on a tequila phase, following the trends of just what everybody was drinking, Patron and all that shit. And so me making Back on that Hennessy was just like, shit, nigga, like, no, nigga, I'm back on that Henny. Like, you feel me? Like, no, I'm back to doing me. Yeah, hell yeah.
I respect that, man. Christopher, I know you had something to ask Rock.
I mean, well, first off, you feel me? Rocky, you feel me? You come from Toledo, you know, but for those who don't know you, you feel me? Kind of, you know, tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, what you do the whole nine, you know.
Man, I pretty much dibble and dabbled in everything, you feel me? I started off rapping in a rap group called The Vets when I was like 14.
Okay.
And then after that, we rapped till we was like all high school, pretty much junior high school. And then we was real like successful, I would say. Like we did had a lot of good days, you feel me? And then everybody stopped rapping and we got grown, and I went to college. And
what you got?
I went to Heidelberg University and Tiffin. And I went there for football. Okay. So I went there to play football.
Which makes sense because I noticed your son played football as well.
Yeah. So it's in his blood. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, and I went there to play football, and then my mom got sick right before I went to college. She fell into a coma, so I ended up leaving school to come back home to like basically help my little sisters. You feel me?
And at that time, did you ever know that you was gonna take rap serious?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was like the one thing that I was like, I always could do. You know what I'm saying? You know, like niggas could play basketball, niggas got they certain whatever they got. But rapping was always like, yeah, I'm better than everybody. It's like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what. Yeah, I always got to do it. So then after that, I had moved to Atlanta, and I stayed in Atlanta for 2 years, and then I met my engineer, my best friend now, Roach, on MySpace. He was just like a random. I was like, this was posted like 19, 20.
Okay. And so this was post college, correct? When you got
this I only went to college for a year.
So did you meet Roach? I know Roach. You know that relationship that really.
But this is the beginning of it. He was just like a nigga who would just like spam me on MySpace and be like, listen to my beats, and it was ass, and I was just be like, dog, like. So but when I came home from Atlanta, I needed beats. I needed somewhere to rap. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap, and then he was like my really my only opportunity. You feel me? Like, this is around the time in the city where everybody wasn't going in the studio. Rapping wasn't big. Like, you had about 10 rappers, you feel me? And then everybody else was just regular people. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, once that happened, we just locked in, man. And I was going through a lot coming up, and he was just young and eager and hungry. And
right through each other.
Hell yeah. So I rapped off every beat he made, and and the relationship's still there to this day.
So got back home from college.
Heidelberg, went to Atlanta, went to Atlanta, then came back, started fucking with Roach. While I started fucking with Roach, that's when, you feel me, it was just a wild time at that time. We was young, drinking Four Locos, like doing stupid ass shit. But one thing about it though, we stayed our ass in the studio though. Like, you know what I'm saying? We stayed in the studio and yeah, and I really just rapped my every emotion. Like anything I ever felt, any girl that I disliked at the moment got rapped about. Any nigga who disrespected me online got dissed. We was just, you know what I'm saying, just attacking the shit, you feel me? And yeah, so after that, I ended up going back to college.
Same school?
No, I went to the University of Toledo.
Okay. So
I went to the University of Toledo.
What inspired that transition, you know, from...
Well, I was homeless. I became homeless. I became homeless, and I was staying in a church, and one of the deacons at my...
You got back to Toledo?
Yeah.
So is this when you got back from Atlanta?
Yeah. When I got back from Atlanta, like a little bit while, like I was staying at my auntie's house, and she passed away.
And it's funny, we had auntie's house.
I was staying at auntie's couch, and I was staying at my auntie's house, and she passed away, and she actually like left me her house, and then a whole bunch of bullshit happened where I didn't fall through, and I became homeless, and I had to stay in my church that I grew up with. And one of the deacons at my church was the head of police at University of Toledo. So he kind of got me into...
That's the story.
God, in a sense.
He kind of got me back into school. Right. So since I was homeless, I stayed on campus. So now I'm like 21 years old. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Staying on campus.
So your mom actually, you know, we both went to UT. I'm a UT graduate 2018. What did you major in?
I switched my... No. That's in Heidelberg. When I got to UT, I majored in marketing and international business.
Okay, that's what I minored in. Okay.
Yeah. I think one of them was a minor. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So did you graduate from UT?
No, I got kicked out for selling weed.
I'm so weak. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So while you were there, that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
So while you was there though, you said you was there for a year.
What, UT?
Yeah. For a year.
I was at UT for like 2 years.
Word.
Okay. I almost graduated from UT.
What door were you staying in?
I stayed in Ottawa East.
Ottawa East.
I'm weak as hell.
That's my mama, third floor. They used to call my shit the trap.
I'm so weak.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to sell weed and throw kickbacks in my shit.
I'm so weak, man.
In the dorm room.
So while you was there though, did you ever actually take music serious at that time too?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was still recording. Hell yeah. We were still recording, but it was just I was in college. You know what I'm saying?
So we gonna fast forward a little bit. When you graduated college, or not when you graduated college,
when I got kicked
dropped out of college year or got kicked out, when do you think your breakthrough was for you actually see, I'm going for your personal name to now Rocky Dub? When did you see that transformation? It
really happened like when I really thought I could take serious when I made the song What the Fuck.
Man, that record?
Yeah, when I made What the Fuck, and then when Free Blow Joe, BMG, he had hit me up and was like, shit, nigga, I'm starting a label with Chubby Baby. Okay. And nigga, we about to move you to Atlanta, and nigga, we about to make you a star.
What the Fuck dropped is when he...
Yeah, after I had dropped the Respect the Mixtape 1.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Respect the Mixtape 1. I don't even remember for real.
Was that your single that was What the Fuck?
Yeah. And then that's when everything started going, like with me and DJ Bugatti and all of that. You feel me? So once we made Respect the Mixtape 1, I think that really gave me the confidence to like know that like I could be a rap, like I could really. I always knew that, but once it's different once you get the like praise from the shit. So once I started really getting the praise
and some love,
some love. It was different.
So let me ask this question then, since you just spoke on that, you went from getting praise to love. Would you consider that, that transition, the phase from becoming a rapper to becoming an artist?
No, because I think that's two different things. I don't think love can change whether you're a rapper or artist. To me, a rapper is just a nigga who just want to go and do the lifestyle of a rapper. He want to jump in the booth. He want to rap. He want to lie in his raps. He want to entertain you. That's a rapper. An artist to me is somebody who's serious about their art. Like no different than a nigga making a video or painting a picture. They precise with their colors. They precise with their images. So I think that's what an artist is, especially pertaining to music. So I've always been an artist though, more so than a rapper. Okay. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I've always been more than an artist than a rapper. I've never really acted like a rapper.
Okay, so you spoke on when you when the dude found you, when you now got close to him, now y'all pretty much.
I'm back in Atlanta.
Back in Atlanta, okay. So first off, he's the one that pushed you to Atlanta, correct?
Yeah.
So when he pushed you to Atlanta, what moves did you have on the floor? Did you have anything solidified out there? You just said F it?
No, hell no, because I was, like I said, I had just got kicked out of college.
Okay.
You feel me? I was staying at my sister's house, throwing parties, still in the studio, but we had this big record that was going on regionally, and we had a good mixtape, and you feel me?
You all created in Toledo, correct?
Yeah, hell yeah, at Roach's house, you feel me? And yeah, that's, so when he moved me to Atlanta, it was like, everybody looked at it like, you know, now this shit happens every day in the city.
Mixtape one, correct?
Yeah.
Like as a single.
What happened to me, it happens all the time from niggas. You get niggas online and you like, they're like, oh, I'm moving or I got this big opportunity, and that happens every day now. But back then, like niggas, hell no, motherfuckers was really rooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, that's what happened. I went down there and I fucked with them, and I went through what I had to go through, what I feel like every big artist or artist goes through, and just learn. And
so when you was down there, I asked you this question was, what was almost your breakthrough or your biggest moment while you was out there that actually?
I don't know. Every day was like a big moment, though. Yeah, because especially when you with niggas who millionaires and you with around famous rapper, I got to watch like Future like make his like real run, like from going from like a Atlanta nigga to like a worldwide nigga. Like I got to be like, I got to be like front row from that. Like I get to watch like Gucci Mane, like you know what I'm saying, go through his stuff. Even with T.I. and him, when he had the beef when he was going in and out of jail, with the guns, I was there to actually be around them artists and actually see like Meek Mill coming up, you know what I'm saying? So every day, even just being around Joe and everybody and seeing the star power that they brought in, and niggas to FaceTime Lil Wayne right in front of your face while you in the studio, you know what I'm saying? It's just so every day was like a big moment for real, for real.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So
I already want to piggyback off that a little bit. You know, you've been around, you know, a lot of these different, you know, cats that end up blowing up in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, like at any given time, did that like give you the motivation or the drive to be like, you know, my breakthrough or in the sense like the feeling like? No,
that's why hell yeah. That's why I made the slogan I coined the phrase like keep going. You feel me? Because
what you always say?
Yeah, because I left Atlanta. You feel me? For again, and then niggas who I was broke with, walking to the gas station with to get a mile, nigga, scraping up change, nigga. They on Instagram right now in Ferraris. You get what I'm saying? They in mansions. And you know what I'm saying? They making beats and producing records for some of the biggest artists, you know what I'm saying, that you can imagine. You feel me? So that it's basically, I look at it like it taught me to be fearless. Like, cause the fear of not knowing will really stop your whole life. You feel me?
Fears of mine.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I always say, and I learned from that situation that nothing good comes from fear. So if you're scared, you know what I'm saying, you might be changing the aspect of your life because you don't even know what you just scared of the unknown. And so that's what that taught me, is being around all of that big shit and seeing it and seeing how other people's lives change. It made me look like, damn, nigga, if you weren't so fearful, you feel me, of what was next, nigga, that could have, you feel me, it could be a whole different interview right now.
So what years was you in Atlanta? Was it a year? Was it 2 years?
I was there for like 2 years.
Okay, so you were in Atlanta for 2 years. You come back to Toledo, I'm guessing. When you come back to Toledo, did it take you a while to get back to the Toledo mindset of you know,
hell no.
I'm back in, you know.
No, I was that nigga.
There we go.
It wasn't hard. It was like, it was easier to move here versus Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think you still a inspiring, struggling rapper around all of these millionaires and all these up and coming artists that's blowing up. So now you get back to Toledo and everybody's an inspiring rapper. Everybody's trying to blow up. You feel me? So
did you take anything from Atlanta and bring to Toledo? And I'm not saying as far as music, but I mean as far as ambition, as far as connections.
Yeah, knowing what I can do. Just knowing like you gotta attack the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I brought that to the stage. I think I brought that to the city. Like, to where like I said, not be fearful of being creative. I think I started being more creative. I started taking the initiative to do, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things like after that versus being just a scary ass artist who was just doubtful. You feel me? Yeah.
Right. So my question is, the Rocky Doug that went through trial and tribulation growing up to,
I still got trial and tribulation.
We all do. Yeah. But going from from college to Atlanta, back to Toledo. You know what I mean? Did that really shape you into the music that you make now?
Hell yeah.
The person that you are now?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let me know, like, if for music-wise, it taught me, like, once I started making music to talk about things like that, it made me realize that I ain't the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go through, when you go through dark stuff or you talk about pain. Like a nigga like Rod Wave, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he realizing that now. Like, he ain't the only one singing tombstones when they bury. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of other people was at home thinking about that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it made me realize. It made me realize that I ain't the only one. And then that's what it did to me musically. And then far as like my personality and how I react to things, it made me know like that at any moment, like anything could change. At any moment, you feel me? Yeah.
So once you figured out, you know, that what you're talking about, that you're really going through, you know, on a day-to-day basis, or, you know, in a phase of your life, regardless if it's from a relationship or, you know, an addiction that somebody's battling or that yourself might be battling, that you realize like, damn, I really want to start creating this type of, you know, sexual music in general. You know what I mean? Because I feel like what Rocky does speaks for it. Like, you appeal to a crowd that's really in tune with what you going through in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A phase.
Hell no. It just made me want it to be like more authentic. Like, you gotta be yourself. Like, that's what it made me. Like, I can't cap the people. Like, how can I just do that? You know what I'm saying, in my song? So that's why I don't be caring about like the notoriety, or like when people make like lists and they talk about all this other shit that go on in the city, and I don't be caring about it because I know my fans might not shoot a nigga for me, but the ones who really listen to me, they know like I really fuck with this nigga. Like, it's a deeper connection. You know what I'm saying though? It's so I'd rather take that versus the hype.
I like that.
I respect that. I love that. Actually, shit, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
So, about in the beginning of the interview, I know you spoke a little bit about being homeless. And I actually, you know, happened to actually come across a small video of you talking to a homeless man, which I'm sure you probably remember, of course. And you was getting deep with him, like, you know, you a king, et cetera. Speak to me about that situation, because you spoke on how you was homeless before, but you never spoke on how connect to the music. What made you stop that, you know, so. Yeah,
when I seen, that was a night I was drinking. I had went out by myself, man, and I think it was during the quarantine. I think it was a grand opening for like a club downtown, and
after quarantine ended.
Yeah, and I had walked to my car, and after that I seen a nigga laying on the ground with a girl, and she was pregnant, and it kind of like hit a nerve. You know, when you be drinking, you get a little extra emotional when shit hit a nerve. It got to hitting the nerve, and I'm like, okay. You feel me? And so I ended up sliding some money under his pillow, going to my car. He woke up. The guy woke up, and he came to my car. I'm like, let me holler at you. You feel me? And then that was just the video. That was just me saying what I wanted to say to him, because I felt like that was something that I wish somebody would have said to me when I was homeless. I be feeling like when you going through stuff, the people around you kind of ignore you. They like enable the toxic part of you going through something. Oh, motherfucker, let's smoke a blunt. Oh, let's get drunk. Oh, but you barely hear like motivating words. Like, nigga, we're gonna go fill out some applications tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying?
You was almost telling him what you wish you was.
Hell yeah.
It hit a nerve,
Hell yeah. I wanted to tell that nigga that, like, nigga, shit. Because it's like, I don't know, like, how the fuck can I sit here and complain about what people never told me, and then I see somebody in the same position as me, and I don't give him that game, and I just act like everybody else. That make me, what that make me, you feel me?
That's right.
So yeah, that's how that situation was, and I only recorded it because, like I said, I'm not even a recording type of nigga.
I'm about to say, because I could tell it one for publicity.
Yeah, I just did it. Something just said, like, record this shit,
And I personally feel like if it was, we never would have got the feeling that we got. You know, we watched it like, dang, this is real. You feel me? It wasn't no fake. It wasn't no, I'm just recording so I can get publicity. This is actually some, I could almost feel the pain, you know, the.
Yeah. I just recorded this because I knew not only that he needed to hear that, but I'm sure other people needed to hear that. That's only who wasn't there for that moment, who need to see it online.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy to me, even like you find yourself in a situation like that, it damn near feel relieving for you.
Hell no, I cried all the way home down the Anthony Wayne Trail. I was salty as fuck.
I can just imagine, but at the same time, like, tell me if you feel like this. Like, did it feel like you got, like you said earlier, you feel like you got something off your chest that emotions that you felt at one point in time? That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it felt like that. But like I said, I was salty. I was salty that, I don't know, I'm one of them niggas that I'd be salty that I won't trip over nothing that I go through or anything like that I experience, but I'd be salty about it. Like, damn, why me? Like, why y'all fucking with me like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Though? So I kind of felt that way about him and myself at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm a very empathetic person. So that's all it was.
I get that. I get that. Now, do you think social media plays a part in how a lot of, I'll probably even center out of that, just men express their emotions and what they're going through?
No, I think it happened way before social media. I think that shit just basically how we brought up. Like, you feel me? Basic, simple shit. Like, boy, stop crying. And you know what I'm saying? You hear that shit for 10 years, nigga. You gonna not cry, nigga, when you want to cry. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is the things that the way we raised, just being black men, and not all black men are raised like that. And I think that stigma is changing because you got men who okay with saying it directly how they feel, regardless of what other people say about them, you feel me? So I feel like that stigma is changing right now too.
For sure. So I noticed too that how your music, I think your music is almost music that's centered around real life. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's no fake gimmick, nothing like that. So when I hear your music, and one thing I always remember that you always said was, I feel like they don't want to see me shine. Yeah. Right? Now, when you say that in your music, you feel me? It kind of hit it strong to me of, almost like these niggas ain't your niggas, they some cool ass niggas. And I feel like, these dudes really don't want to see you shine. People don't really want to see you shine. So when it came to Rocky Dub, what made you actually start giving that type of music out? Because you went from, nigga, fuck your swag.
That's the same thing, though. You don't want to see me shine, nigga, fuck you. It's the same thing. No, you don't want to see me shine was like how I said, like how I just told you, like how I like the fact that my fans fuck with me, regardless of the hype. But it's still like you could be the freshest nigga or the realest nigga, and you still want that bad bitch to look at, and her nigga lame. You still might want that bad bitch to be like, look at me. You know what I'm saying, though? So that I think that's where that came from. It was like, I feel like y'all want to see me shine. If a nigga shake your hand when they see you in the hood or see you in the club or but they see you doing something productive and they don't show that no love, it's kind of like, yeah, you might fuck with me, but you don't want to see me shine, though, my nigga. You feel me? And that's why I made that song, and I still feel like that to this day. Like, still people don't want to see you shine.
That's true. And then to add on to that, I mean, like he just said a little bit, social media has almost carried our whole generation, millennials plus. Yeah. So do you feel like social media do you think social media has helped more artists get big, or do you think social media has actually downgraded people's music when it comes to the music industry? Like, do you think people's careers are actually increasing because of it, or do you think it's actually lowering it? What's your thoughts on that?
Man, it depends on what you want to call a career, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I look at it. It depends on what you want to call a career, because it's niggas who, like J. Cole, who sell millions and who don't post shit. And then there's niggas like other niggas that post all day, 20 times a day, and they don't sell. They sell 20,000.
So even add on that real quick before Christian started talking, I mean, do you feel like it's almost unfair? Like do you think it's almost like it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know? Because I done heard multiple people have great music. You feel me? I think they can have great careers, long careers, but they not around the right people. They ain't in the right city, so they can't really ever get as far as I think a Drake could, a Future could, no, but you know what I'm saying? So do you think that almost being around the right people can help your career? You feel me? I mean,
hell yeah. It's about who you know more than what you know. Okay. Because who you know gonna tell you what you need to know. But hell yeah, I think that plays a major part. And also, I got self accountability, and I think it's on the artist too. Nigga, ain't no excuse. Like, nigga, ain't no excuse. Like, even if you in a small city, nigga, like, go do something different. And I tell myself that every day. I tell other artists that's watching this, like, go do something different. Stop complaining. Like, if Detroit pop in and Detroit artists, they listen to that in Toledo, nigga, go to Detroit and rap around them niggas and see how you weigh. You feel me? Like, that's just how I look at it. So it's both sides of the spectrum. For real.
I respect that. I love that, actually. I feel like we've been talking about so many topics. Even before we get to that point, the last phase of Rocky Dub that everybody understood, wanted to be a part of, was the Started Broke Finish Ritual.
Start Broke Finish Ritual, yeah.
Start Broke Finish Ritual.
Good topic.
What really inspired that? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it a friend? Was it a situation that you went through? Was it?
No, it was a little bit of everything. Cause when that situation came about, like people don't know, like this was after Respect the Mixtape 2.
Okay.
Like I was about to quit rapping. I quit hosting clubs.
Yeah.
I wanted to just. This I had just had my second son. So Chase was born in like 2000. Damn, when was Chase was born? He 8.
Chase was born
2013. Yeah. So about 2013, 2014, about 2013, and I wanted to stop music. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm about to just be a regular nigga.
What was it? Like you started?
No, because yeah. After you see what I'd have seen, and then you come back here, and then it's like, nigga, fuck this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I was just gonna stop, and I was just gonna take on life just as like a regular person. I didn't want to be popular. I just wanted to get a job and just live honest. You feel me? And that was after Chase was born, and like I said, it was, I don't know, man. It was my boy Ted was in jail, and I down there spent every day with this nigga while he was on house arrest. He went to the feds. He sent us a letter with an idea, like, man, I read this book, man. And I got an idea for a brand, Start Broke Finish Rich, you feel me? He like, well, I'm in jail, man. Can somebody help me, you know, kick it off, you feel me? Like, get the logo made, I want to do this and this and that. And I'm like, and so I'm sitting there and I read the letter and I'm like, damn, I want to quit. And I got all the freedom in the world. And this nigga in jail. And this nigga just, he's still coming up with ideas and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what kind of label?
Do it, you feel?
Yeah, so I'm like, so I had, took the money that I had and I just invested into it. I invested a lot of money into it. And that was in 2013. We dropped some hats, some hoodies, and I said it in a freestyle. And then everybody was like, what? Did you hear what he said? Start broke, finish rich?
I'm serious.
It's common in here now, but back then everybody was like, nigga, that was hard. And I was like,
yeah. Back then it was fresh.
Yeah,
nobody ever said that.
Yeah, nobody ever said it. So yeah, that's what happened. And then after that, I took on the music part of it. My boy 40, he took on the clothing. He took on the clothing part of it. And then in due time, we both just meshed the entertainment and the clothing together.
So, I mean, for anybody out there that don't know about Start Broke Finish Rich, where can we find the items at? You know, where can somebody...
we got a store, startbrokefinishrich.com. It's about time this interview is uploaded. It should be done.
Congrats.
We got a storefront, Prime, 2034 South Burn. You can hit me up. You can see it on everybody. We all wear it, so you feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, Start Broke Finish Rich.
So before we go into intermission...
Instagram.
Okay, Instagram as well. So Rocky done Instagram and then also... Start Broke Finish Rich?
Yeah.
For sure. And then Prime, of course, as well.
Yeah.
So before we go to, or before we go to intermission, I would say, we both have companies, right? We both have very successful companies, actually. But when it comes to Rocky the rapper and Start Broke Finish Rich, right? When it comes to a typical, you know, person looking to start music or rapping in general, or even entrepreneurship, you know, business in general, how can somebody mesh the two? How can somebody actually do both? You know, because here you go. Yeah. You know, great albums, great mixtapes, you know, great networking guy. But when it comes to having a company, how do you balance the two? And
just be yourself. Like, it's all me. It's all a different part of you. Like,
it's all full circle.
Yeah, it's like no different than a nigga being in high school and going to reading one day and going to math the other day and then going to motherfucking English the next hour. It's the same thing, nigga. Like, if you got different hats, wear them. You feel me? And that's all it is. Yeah. So that's my advice.
I like
that.
Actually.
Oh shoot. Lett Twins right now, man. You know, episode 1, Rocky Duh. We at Auntie's house on Auntie's couch. The Lett Twins, Rocky Duh. We about to take a break. Shout out to Flex Productions, Auntie's house. Follow them on all social media outlets right now. Auntie's house, also Auntie's couch right now. Lett Twins, Chris Lett, and we gone. We be right back. It's good, y'all. So I got the strawberry crunch.
I got Fruity Pebble.
Strawberry crunch too.
This is real good, y'all. I got the vanilla wafers coming out on the side. Crunchiness in the middle. Softness at the bottom. Joy Marie, you're great. Shout out to Joy Marie. Auntie house.
Hello.
On Auntie's couch. Yes, sir. Hiya. All right, Rocky, man. We back at it, y'all. The Lett Twins. We at Auntie's house on Auntie's couch with Rocky Duh. So kind of more like of a harder topic to probably speak on a little bit.
Keep giving me hard topics.
But let's speak on. I actually never knew this until, like, you know, actually started checking the information we actually wrote, and they actually reminded me, actually. Talk to me about actually losing your mom, if you don't mind me asking. You know, how that affected your music.
Nigga, I put it in every verse.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know if people really experience that shit, but that shit's tough to lose a parent, dog. Because it's like, no matter even your relationship with the parent, it's tough. And me and my mom had a wonderful relationship because you almost, in a sense, get jealous. Like, you get jealous of people with moms and dads. And, you know, understanding that they, no matter what they go through in life, they still have that stability to call on their parent. And you see people and be like, I just did this with my mom or my auntie or my father. You know what I'm saying? So, with music, in my music, it kind of, after she passed away, everybody thought I was like going to kill myself or something, but it kind of like made me more aware about life. You feel me? Because it was like, damn, I never wanted to see that happen, and then it happened, and then it was just like, damn, Rocky, so what you gonna do, my nigga? You feel me? It was like a real like reality check, like, and of course every day you miss that person. Like I miss my mom every day, but as far as music, she already instilled what I needed to know before she passed away. Like, you know, I was young and I used to make songs about my friends. I was in a group and we would all have a song, your own solo song. And my song was always for my mama. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was always already making real shit and she would come home. My mom was the first person when I wrote my first rap to tell me, keep it. Don't ever stop. Nah. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, so when she, later on in life and I'm an adult and she passed away, all the stuff that she instilled with me just became stronger. Like, I became a better hustler. I became a better parent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because I felt like I ain't have nothing to fill that void.
Right.
And having a parent. So I just did it myself.
That's real.
Now, my thing is, I hear like, you know, like certain features or voices you could say on your records. You know, I mean, like, I forgot what record it was, and it was like, you know, Rocky, you know, it's only two things open past 12 a.m. Know, Taco Bell and Lett. Yeah. Was in a sense, was that your mom talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I made, that's on my Flaws album, yep. and it was an acronym. I think that's what it's called. And the acronym stand for Finally Letting All Worries Stop. Okay. And at that moment in my life, I was it was probably like 2-3 years after my mom passed, and I was actually teaching myself. I was like in a dark, depressive state. You feel me? And I actually self-taught myself how to not be depressed no more.
No counseling or nothing?
Nothing. No, I went to therapy a long time ago. Yeah. But when I made the album, so what I was going through in my life, like, reflected in the music. So in a way, during those songs, when you hear me using that woman's voice as a conscious thought before or in between the songs, I wouldn't say that it was necessarily my mom speaking to me, but it was just things that I learned from her that made me put it all together. Creatively.
Now, do you think that, you know, you went through that, and then what year was that, if you want me to ask you?
My mom passed away in 2015.
Okay, so 2015.
Flaws came out when?
It's like 2018.
Okay, so you, like you said, 2-3 years since you know, and teach yourself. So during that time, do you like after those 2 to 3 years passed, did you actually? It's a quote that I was told of. You find yourself during your darkest times. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in that?
Hell yeah. Especially after she passed away, I learned a lot, not even just about myself, but just our people in general. You feel me? I learned a lot of just about black people. I learned about a lot of like what people would say, woke. Like that's why I dropped the EP, Black EP.
Every time I want to get to it.
Is that what made you tap into the culture?
Yeah. It's because I to be honest, and this might be, I don't know, this might be too deep, but and to be honest, I kind of stopped believing in everything that I believed in before she passed away. Not even just speaking religion, just everything, nigga. I ain't believing shit, nigga. Like everything that when she died, nigga, everything that I ever thought I knew was a fucking lie, and I erased it.
Was that because?
You lost a woman you love?
Like
hell yeah, because I couldn't believe that this, I believe for real, it was like, nigga, how the fuck, nigga, like, ain't no way, like, Jesus or something like this about to tell me like, this is what's supposed to happen. Like, hell no, nigga, that ain't real. You feel me?
So, so now we on to, and I'm not trying to say we on to this topic, but now we on to losing the people you love. Yeah. Right? So when it came to losing the people you love, let's kind of speak on somebody that I felt in stone was almost damn near the next guy that was next to you when it came to the music industry, and D.D. Porter. So when you lost D.D. Porter, you know, y'all had a little, you know, I ain't gonna call it beef, but you know.
No, we never had beef.
That's what I'm gonna call it. So now I'm gonna call it disagreements.
Yeah, no, we ain't even, me and him never had disagreements. It was more so of other people around.
I'm happy we finally actually started getting this.
Yeah, it was
like, new to this.
Yeah, it was other people around like that wanted to see, because when he introduced, you know, and Diddy's been rapping for a long time before everybody really jumped on him. But once everybody jumped on him and he got on this trap shit, you know, it was kind of like a passing of the torch almost, you feel me? And people around him, and I don't know what it was, but when we did the Patience record, it was on my CD as my song, but it was really his song. But you can't change a nigga song on your album to make it be like.
Before you keep going, it was his song.
Hell yeah, it's his song.
Then I'm guessing you.
I contacted him. I was sitting in my.
Said, hey, I want to get on this track.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start right there. So when you got on the track, he said, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Y'all did the collab, but long story short, you put the song on your album first.
The song was for me.
Okay.
So it went on my album. And but the thing is, when you make an album, and if it's a Rocky Dub album and I'm featuring the Lett twins, even if it's the Lett twins song, it's not gonna say, let me say this is the Lett twins featuring Rocky Dub or Rocky Dub album.
Right.
So that's where it was a slight confusion.
Okay.
It wasn't no confusion between me and him. It was just like he say, she say type shit.
As far as the media.
Like people, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
so,
acting like trying to put us against us.
Media.
Yeah, but put us against us. But we got a lot of the same close friends.
So my question is, because outside looking in, like I said, as a 19, 20-year-old kid, you know this, you know, in college, just, you know, just love music.
Yeah.
And I see this for the outside looking in. Was it actually beef? Okay, it wasn't. So when it came to you and Diddy, was y'all actually like on some, they tripping, you feel me? They over here.
No, we never, to be honest with you, we never talked about that.
Okay.
Ever. And I spent a lot of time with him personally.
So it was never a disagreement ever after that?
No, it was never, me and him never had a disagreement at all.
Gotcha.
It was nothing, never like that. Like, it was like, we actually became friends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know, we asking this question just to kind of clear the air. You feel me? Because some people, you know,
that's fake.
And I think social media can, you know, portray to something different.
No, that's fake.
So, kind of talk to me before we go out of the conversation. Kind of talk to me about losing Diddy. You feel me? Like, how did it kind of translate to your music? Did you ever stop for a point in time and just breathe?
Well, hell yeah, I still I ain't dropped music since he passed away.
Okay.
I just dropped my album right before he passed. I think I dropped my album in February or something like that, direct message, and then he passed in April. Yeah, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he passed in March, the end of March, something like that. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't dropped anything since.
Yeah.
And like, to be honest, that shit put me in a real dark place. It was almost right now at this day, I could say it was bigger emotionally losing him than it was like losing like Nipsey Hussle.
Because he was so close to you.
Because I knew him.
Yeah.
It was bigger than me than losing like my idol Kobe Bryant, and I named my son Kobe off of that. You feel me? But losing Diddy, it was just like, it's still heartbreaking. You feel me? To this day. But musically, it's just like, it's something that you can't fathom, and it's like, you know, people always say this in a mediocre way, but you know, he really didn't deserve that shit. Like, he really didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be here. Like, he the reason that a lot of shit the way it is musically right now. And,
for sure.
And he getting his flowers every day from everybody in the city. But that shit really broke my heart, and my heart's still broken to this day about my guy. Hell yeah. Because if you listen to my CDs, since I did Patience with him, he's been on every album that I dropped.
Now, my question is, I believe the last record that recorded for the public, that the public heard, was Holy War.
Unholy War.
Unholy War.
Yeah.
Now, hearing that track, if you listen to that track today, how does that, what feel, his verse, you don't even play it, huh?
Somebody just tried to play it to me like last week. I don't really play it like, you feel me? I listen to his shit more so with him with me. We got unreleased records and all of that. But Unholy War was just like, that was a Roach beat. He wanted to do the beat. We figured out, you know, we was both at a good point in our time in our lives, but we still wanted to talk about how things was against us. You feel me? And that's why we made the record, because we both was getting money and we both was, you know, went through a lot, experienced a lot, and we both felt like we was at a transcending moment in our life. But we still wanted our listeners to, you know, understand like this shit's still against you. You feel me? So that's why we made that record.
So when it comes to that track, for those who don't know, where can they find that song?
It's on iTunes, direct message, like track 2.
Okay.
If that was the last track that you could have, you know, been on with him, would you be complacent with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah. She used to probably play my mama for the funeral. That's how you know that I was real. Give a fuck how niggas feel. Hell yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
So I mean, do you ever plan on releasing those tracks that was unheard right now? You feel me? As far as to the,
I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it because it's a lot of different reasons.
You think people would judge you as far as dropping because they think of publicity? What's the reason?
No. I feel like his fans and the people around him, his family, his kids, everybody else need to hear his voice as much as they can. We was working on a mixtape.
Okay, let's speak on that.
Actually, it was he wanted to call it 1 Foot In and 1 Foot Out because he was trapping and I was corporate. That was gonna be the name of our mixtape, 1 Foot In, 1 Foot Out, and the unreleased records we got is from that. And yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, man, that's a touchy subject. That's a touchy subject, man, with Didi, man, because like I said, that's just heartbreaking. It's just it's like real heartbreaking.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of get on some more positive notes. You feel me? Your son, I know you spoke on your son, you know, kind of motivated you, changing your life for the better. You know, he playing football. It's like how you played football back, you know, in your time. His name is Kobe, though.
No, that's not Kobe. Kobe's the baby.
Okay, Kobe's
I have
the
3
baby.
sons.
Okay.
My oldest son plays football.
You got 3 kids.
I got 3 sons,
Okay,
all boys.
So,
Kobe, Chase, and Aiden.
Okay, and who's the oldest?
Aiden. He's the one that plays football in Atlanta.
Okay.
And
so
then,
he lives in Atlanta.
And then Kobe is the baby.
Okay.
And Chase is the middle child.
Okay. So as far as Kobe, what made you name your son Kobe?
After Kobe died, he passed away. Yeah, he passed away, and I was stuck off of that shit. That's my dog, like Kobe Bryant, and shit. I was like, I'm naming him Kobe. His mom was cool with it, and shit.
That's dope.
I not only do I think that's dope. I think that's dope how you made the track about
the Kobe freestyle.
The Kobe freestyle.
Yeah.
Did that have a little bit about Nipsey in it as well?
Yeah.
So what inspired, like, the whole LA vibe? Like, what inspired that?
Oh, the LA, because, okay, people don't know this, but I got accepted to University of Southern California when I was a senior in high school.
That's dope.
And I wanted to, my whole dream was to always move to California since I was a kid. Okay. I've been a Lakers fan. I love everything about California and West Coast. And that was my dream. And my mom had just got sick, and she was like, "You can't go to USC because you don't know what the fuck gonna happen. You gonna be so far that can't nobody reach you."
That was your mother told you?
That was my mom told me.
Wow.
And I'm like, nigga, like, what? Hey, I ain't feel that, but I listened to her like we all do, and I listened to her, and I didn't go. So that's why I made the song LA Vibes. And Nipsey Hussle, I got hip to Nipsey Hussle a long time ago. And he's always been a nigga that I looked up to, like, very direct. So when he got killed, I watched my friends cry. Like, you feel me? Like, he real, like, definition of a hustler. Like, yeah, like, I watched my friends cry. Like, we all got hip to this nigga on the same day. And I watched niggas, like, really, like, shed tears over this man. And it just fucked me up. And then right after that, then Kobe happened. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. Like, you feel me? Like, damn, you take Nip, then you take Kobe. Like, the West Coast.
I'll never forget the weird thing, small story about me. The weird thing, Kobe died the day that the mother of my best friend, kid's birthday was on. So I was in Detroit, Michigan when I heard about the news. I was at Chuck E. Cheese. And I said, Christain, bro, nigga, you know, Kobe Bryant died. You feel me? It was like, whoa, what? Like, you know, one of the greatest players of all time in basketball. Yeah. And then when Nipsey died, we was at the Ohio State Step Show. We was actually hosting in Ohio State. And I'm actually on social media, you know, like everybody, like every millennial is. And I'm on my phone. And we're in the back room about to go back up on the stage to host the next performance. And I'm like, Christain, he's a big, huge fan of Nipsey. Yeah. Hey, Nipsey Hussle just died. And when I could see his face, I was like, he can't go back on the stage. And it's weird because he don't even know this guy. But he just know him through music. Yeah. And it hit him so hard. We go back up on the stage and breaking news. I actually make that breaking news, y'all. Hey, everybody quiet down, please, because they rooting for the person that just came on the stage, y'all. Breaking news, y'all. Unfortunately, Nipsey Hussle had just died and blah, 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 blah. And they like, and I'm talking about y'all. And I kind of regret saying this because
it turned all viral.
From that hour moving forward, y'all, I'm talking, we had about an hour left of the show. The whole crowd was just
that was
weird.
sad.
I'm like, whoa, like, I don't know if I should have said that. I don't know if I... But looking back at it now, I feel like he such was an influence of the culture, no matter how people took it. I think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Good thing to do, for sure.
That's crazy. Just the impact, you know what I mean? It was crazy. I feel like so much, as much as, dark you can see on the death, I feel like he brought so much light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very influential. He's a pioneer. He remind me. I'll take after some of his qualities, some of the things that he talked about, not only in his music, just in his lifestyle, the way he act, like, you feel me?
And you know what's crazy, Rod? When I see, started broke, finish rich. Started broke, finish rich. I see, Marathon Clothing in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
It's the same grind. It's the same hustle. It's the same, you feel me? It's the same. It's just different people.
I respect it. I respect it.
For sure.
Y'all holding down for the money. I'll tell you that. I'll give you your flowers right now.
Appreciate that.
Dope.
So for those who want to hear about Rocky Dub music more so, when are you looking to drop your next album? What's up and coming for Rocky Dub? Now
I ain't gonna
positive subjects.
To be honest with you, I want to get on into more stuff of what I want to do.
Such as?
This might sound crazy, but
no, go ahead.
I want to I want to get like a cooking show. I want to do comedy.
Okay.
I want to try stand up. One time.
Like Rocky Dub wants to try stand up.
Yeah.
I think you gotta talk to Flex Production, man. You gotta.
Yeah, Flex need to talk to me about that, and let's do that. I want to call it. I got the event already mapped out. I already been working on my set. It's called. I really wanted it to get on Netflix, but you feel me? But I wanted to call it Rocky Dub Presents. I think I want to be a comedian. I feel like comedians are the only people that can be truthfully honest without people being sensitive in this world and on social media. I just watched Dave Chappelle's The Closer last night, the other night, and it was really, really good. And he's very honest, and he's so honest. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to say. I need that kind of freedom, and music doesn't give you that anymore. Social media posts doesn't give you that anymore. Comedy is probably the last thing. Like Lil Duval and them niggas tweet the craziest, realest shit ever, though. You know what I'm saying? And I think I wanted to try that. I want to get into more events. I used to be big on that.
What you did, yeah. We grew up seeing that.
Yeah, I used to be huge on events and entertainment, and I kind of let the clothing and the music take away from that. I want to get on that. I want to get back on. There's a lot of other things I want to do. I got so many ideas that basically I'm just trying to get them out, and then the music gonna fall in place when it falls in place.
I think we doing multiple things. I think it always should trace back into
the music.
Well, yeah, exactly. So,
the music is always coming. That's the easy part. It's easy to go in the booth and rap, but it's harder for me to be fearless and get on stage and wonder if people gonna think I'm funny.
And keep in mind too, I think something that everybody gotta remember is that a human being can't just love one thing.
Yeah,
I think we love more than one thing. Like I think, for example, I love not only fashion, but I also love investing in people's companies to make them happy. I also love partying to make somebody smile. I also love being a father. So we can love multiple things, and I'm happy you said that because I think as a rapper, or even as a photographer, or as a videographer, or as a hairstyle, I think we all tend to forget about other things we like to do.
Yeah. You so like to stay in your the phrase "stay in your own lane" is a lie to me. Yeah. Because eventually, if people see you making it and doing good enough, eventually there's gonna be a cousin's house or a cousin's couch in the city because a nigga said it's the auntie's couch. You get what I'm saying though? Or it's gonna be nephew's kitchen, or you know what I'm saying though? It's going to be because nobody agrees to stand in their own lane. So, but as a hustler, I feel like it's a shit if the ops, and I don't mean that in like a gangster way, but I'm just saying if people who copying what I do or inspired by me want to jump in my lane, then why the fuck can't I go do what else I want to do? So nigga, if I want to go drop a cooking show or go do stand up or nigga, let me do it. I ain't say nothing to you when you went and did something that I've been doing. I ain't tell the Lett twins, hey, y'all niggas hosting clubs screaming on the mic. y'all sound like Rocky Duh.
Yeah.
I never got mad at y'all. You know what I'm saying, though?
No, never.
You get what I'm saying? Or another body drop a clothing line, I ain't never say, nigga, you making hoodies too? Or I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't coming like that.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. Like, when I get to dibbling and dabbling in extra shit that I want to dibble and dabble in, you know, if it inspire you to do the same, then so be it. But that's what I'm going to do, though. And that's what I'm focusing on right now.
That's real. You got anything to say?
No, I feel like I'm good there. Like, you really notching it up. I feel like we done heard a lot about Rocky.
Is anything you want to tell the people?
I don't know. I want to tell people, I don't know. For real, I'm like an intellectual nigga. For real. I be wanting to tell people, like, you feel me? Like, just be impeccable with your words and your actions. You feel me? Like, no matter what you're doing, no matter if you're doing music, no matter if you're doing anything, just be impeccable with it. And impeccable meaning, like, being authentic and doing it in your best behavior. Like, you feel me? Like, and understand, like, sometimes that's all you need to really, like, be successful. To sit on Auntie's couch, you know what I'm saying? That's all you really need is little shit like that. It ain't the extra shit. The extra shit don't last.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Keep going, man. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be the person to tell it, man. I want to say thank you for coming to
Appreciate y'all boys,
Auntie's
man.
house, but of course Auntie's couch.
I fuck with it.
Thank you for chilling with your favorite cousins, the Lett twins, man.
Yes, sir.
So before we go, man, I want to say keep doing what you're doing. You're not only almost, I would say, a leader, but also kind of influencer when it comes to our generation as millennials. You know, people that's behind us, you know, such as 18-year-olds plus, 16-year-olds plus, you know, because you not only influence people when it comes to the music industry, but you also influence people as being a man, a king, you know, a favorite cousin, you know, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? So we want to say we appreciate you first off. You feel me? Even coming up at the age of 16 and seeing you come to our first party, playing what the fuck, you feel me? And our age bracket is like, wow, like, he went from this to this, and you only getting so bigger. You're getting bigger and bigger out like every month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not only influencing yourself, but you also influencing us. Like, man, if Rocky Duh could do this, then we can do that too.
Yeah, and I think that's
saying?
my whole story, and that's always what I wanted to try to tell people, even in my music, even with the brand Start Broke, Finish Rich, is that it don't matter. Like, it don't matter really what you went through. It don't matter what you're going through. Like, as long as you can wake up, you feel me, and you got another opportunity to be successful. You got another opportunity to shine. You got another opportunity to accomplish your goals. Even if you fail, you got another opportunity to finish rich. You feel me? So that's all I'm.
So I kind of want to give you, and of course him too. We kind of want to give you our flowers before you left. You feel me? Because we do appreciate you as Rocky Duh. You feel me? As your first name, as a father, as an entrepreneur, as a rapper, the whole nine. You feel me? So once again, thank you for coming to Auntie's house at Auntie Couch. You feel me? For those who don't know him again, Rocky Duh. And right now, shout out to Flex Production. Shout out to Auntie's house, Auntie's Couch, y'all. And shout out to these beautiful desserts. You feel me? So before we go, Lett Twins, Rocky Duh, episode 1. Where can they kind of follow you at? You know, kind of
Twitter. My Twitter is Rocky Duh 1. They had to delete my other one, so you got to put a 1 after it. And Rocky Duh 1 is on Twitter. Rocky Duh on Instagram. Rocky Duh on Facebook. Rocky Duh on TikTok. Rocky Duh everywhere else.
So shout out to my co-host, of course, my twin brother, my business partner, man. What can they find you at, man?
C-Lett _, you know, ChristianLett.com. You know, you catch me at your Tommy's on a Friday in Toledo. Catch me in Cleveland. You catch me a lot. You gotta catch me.
I'm hanging with them this weekend too. You're gonna have footage of that.
Watch this recap. Watch this recap, man. University of Toledo homecoming recap.
Oh wait, it's homecoming weekend?
It's homecoming weekend.
Oh yeah, I gotta go. They kicked me out. I got to stun on them niggas.
Hey, as you should, man. We gonna get busy, man. Walking on Auntie's couch, man. Powered by the boys. Flex Production, number 2. Let the journey begin.
Chris Lett, y'all. Follow me on IG at CLettV. All social media outlets, CLettV, y'all. We chilling at our favorite cousin at Auntie's house, man. Rocky, Christain.
Yes, sir.
Christopher. And we gone.
Remember trap lives matter. I'm getting money and niggas wanna rap about Black Lives Matter. But at least you got Pablo. At least you got bundles.